Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today, very exciting, is the 1.22 update. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna show you everything that has gotten added to the 1.22 update. And yeah, let's get into it. So first things, radar. Radars, as you can see here, are now circular around the radar. Just more realism there. They still are the same two radars, but yeah, they're just circular now instead of just like whatever they were, square, I guess. Um, Next, we also do have a handheld radio now, or not handheld, but handheld camera now. So if you zoom all the way into first person, you'll see you get into photo mode. Now you can click to take a picture, and you'll see at the bottom it says total income. Take a picture of a tornado, get some money for it. Um, and then you can hit G over here. It'll free your mouse up. You can go to settings and then edit your settings like the focus. You can do the saturation. You can do contrast. And then you can do your zoom, which goes pretty far. Or you can do, there's also, I think, two presets here. So that's going to be B/W, which is like black and white. And then grainy, which was like, I don't even know. And then you can also do custom. And then in your save pictures, you can click save to your captures, and it'll save it to your Roblox captures, where then you can go into your files and actually like pull it out and do whatever you want with it. So yeah, and then you just zoom out to get out of it. And then next, we're gonna have drone movement. Drone movement is a lot better now. So you can actually move your mouse to look anywhere with the drone instead of just going forward and backwards. It's a lot more realism with the drone movement too. So yeah, there's that. The list is going to be our TIF2 cameras. If we go into the back here, to the middle seat, yeah, here you have the IMAX. You can click IMAX and it'll do basically the same as the photo mode, but you can just control it with right click and then hold right click and then move your mouse. It controls it. And same as the photo mode, you can edit the settings, whatever. So yeah, there's that. I would say one of the bigger features here is going to be DAO. So they added DAO 7 now, which has a quicker deployment speed, same wind resistance. And if we go ahead and spawn it, we can deploy. And as you see, there's only 2 radars, right? Well, you come to the back seat here and you click rotate, and then you can angle it and whatever you want to do with the angle. As soon as you click rotate, you got your new radar from DAO. So this helps in spots where Hazel and Hibbing don't reach, like for example, all the way down in the southeast or in the southwest. So you can see it doesn't quite reach too far down into there. Or you can simply use it for like very far out, like over here where it's probably not going to be as accurate as it was closer. So yeah, and then you got reflectivity here, and then you're gonna have your velocity here, and it's actively updates every time it spins. So yeah, it's definitely one of the bigger features, and you can also enable radar sights and disable it. So yeah, that's definitely one of the bigger features. And also, there is an increased income per scan. I don't know what the exact number is, but they did increase the income per scan. For storm and tornado performance, they did improve the whole system there. So yeah, that has been improved. And then game passes got buffs, EMS buffs, which is definitely the bigger one of the buffs for game passes. Um, includes income is increased, healing speed is now quicker, and then NPCs also take longer to disappear now instead of almost disappearing right after you full healing. And obviously we know where the drone. And then the trekking system has also been reworked, so more realistic. And then for VIP, if you're in a VIP server, you now have VIP controls. If you go to the top right and you see VIP, you can click that. And then you can click pause time, which disables your income for however long you have that time paused. Or no, actually does it for the lifespan. Once you click it, your income has been disabled. And that just pauses time, obviously, so it'll be 9:38 the rest of the time. I'm gonna keep it disabled, but and then you can enable vehicle collisions, which obviously is just you can't go through vehicles anymore. And then you can kick players and shut down the server, which I won't do that right now. Go through this stuff. And then we also, if we come right over here to our storm or thing, you'll see now we have more badges instead of the 2 badges. There's going to be 7 different badges for varying wind speeds. There can be 6 different badges for varying money records, 4 different badges for varying driving miles record, and hold on. And there's going to be 2 different badges for meeting the 2 creators, Seriosm and Wilza. 1 badge for probing a tornado, 1 badge for dying from a tornado, and then 1 badge for getting struck by a lightning, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, as you can see here, you have all the badges. So there's your miles, money, and then wind speeds. So yeah, there are various new billboards around the map, as you see, like down there, all around the map. And if you're working at a job like Siriway, they have buffed that income. So you're not making, little money anymore. You can make a lot of money. Convoys are now going to have their own independent chat. So as you can see, when you come in the chat, you can do convoy, and then you can just type whatever, and that's your convoy instead of just general. They added support for controller and mobile, controller driving and mobile. Or no, for controller driving on mobile. My bad. They reduced how long you spawn at the town you left at, which means, wow, hail. I guess hail kills you now. I don't know if that's new or not. I just realized that, but it basically the reduced spawn, how long you spawn at a town you left at, basically means you just when you come into the game and you spawn at whatever town you want to spawn at, it's a reduced time that you can leave and come back to pick another spawn. And I don't know how long exactly that time is, but it's reduced from what it was. Other bug fixes for everything, but otherwise, yeah, that is that. Wow, that's some strong straight line winds right there. But yeah, that'll be all for that one. The new map, if you're wondering on the new map, they had issues with developing and whatever, so that took a much longer unexpected time. So that one will be coming out in the it's planned for the summer update of 26, so in a couple more months or so, probably. Just summer of 26, no specific date yet, but that new map is planned for that. so that'll be exciting. It's gonna be going to I think I want to say it's a 15 by 15 map. I'm not exactly sure. Versus a 30, I think it was 30 by 35 that they were planning. It was just too big. So yeah, if you're wondering on that, there's that. But otherwise, I think it's gonna be like it for this 1.22 update. Still very exciting features. But yeah, there's still some very exciting features that you can come play, test out. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this update video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. If you did enjoy it, tell me how I can make it better. But yeah, that'll do it for this. I guess I don't know, I might record a couple twisted videos. I guess depending on how things go with life, but yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.